Hello, I'm JT Quicks. I love you all, and you're all awesome. Okay? This week, we're going to be talking about delivering your souls to heaven, because that's what's happening when you remove your fear. Okay? When you remove your fear, your soul enters heaven. That's what we're going to talk about this week. Okay? My soul's been in heaven for about 10 years now. Okay? I am part of Jesus Christ, Love and Heaven. Okay? All right? So, I am delivering intelligence to you. Okay? So, I am part of Jesus Christ, Love and Heaven. Okay? We love you. We pray for you. Okay? We cheerlead your soul to heaven. And if you get attacked by evil, we got your back. Okay? That's what these videos are all about. Removing your fear, overcoming evil, and delivering your souls to heaven. Because that's what you do when you remove your fear. Okay? What's keeping your souls out of heaven is fear and evil. Fear and evil is what keeps your souls out of heaven. Okay? So, and I'm going to explain some of that to you. Okay? I'm going to explain to you what's caused by fear. Okay? The things that are caused by fear is prejudice and hate. If you live in fear, you will prejudge and hate. If you remove your fear, you will stop prejudging and hating. If you live in fear, you will defend Satan. If you remove your fear, you will defend heaven. Okay? If you live in fear, you will prejudge and hate. This attacks the truth. This attacks heaven. Okay? All right? And it attacks the forces of love if you live in fear, because you will prejudge and hate. Prejudice and hate attacks the truth, it attacks heaven, and it attacks the forces of love. That's what prejudice and hate attacks. Okay? It attacks love and freedom. That's what evil attacks, because it attacks love and freedom. So that actually takes your freedoms away. That's what's caused by socialism, communism, and dictatorships are created from prejudice and hate. Evil, okay? Those are entities of evil. Things like socialism, communism, and dictatorships are entities of evil. These actually take your freedoms away, because that's what heaven is. Heaven is a beautiful, tranquil, pure love and freedom for your soul. And that's what evil attacks when it attacks us, because it's trying to prevent our souls from delivering our souls to heaven when it attacks us. Okay? And that's how it keeps your souls out of heaven. It keeps your love weak, is what it does. It keeps your love weak by keeping you in fear and evil, by keeping you in prejudice and hate and fear. That's what's keeping your souls out of heaven. Okay? And things that are created from this is like socialism, communism, and dictatorships. Okay? Things that are caused from fear are prejudice and hate. Okay? Evil is created from prejudice and hate. Okay? Terrorism is created from prejudice and hate. Okay? And what causes prejudice and hate? Fear. Fear causes prejudice and hate, because prejudice and hate is created from fear. Okay? Things like terrorism, things like mental illness and suicide is caused from evil. It's caused from prejudice and hate. Okay? When a country gets attacked by evil, they get attacked by terrorism. When a person gets attacked by evil, they get attacked by prejudice and hate. Okay? All right? So, okay? And it's prejudice and hate, trolls and cowards. The prejudice and hate, trolls and cowards live in fear. They are the enemy to heaven. Okay? They live in fear. All right? Prejudice and hate, trolls and cowards. Okay? They prejudge and they hate. That's why we call them the prejudice and hate, trolls and cowards. Okay? All right? This is what's keeping your love weak and keeping your souls out of heaven, is the prejudice and hate, trolls and cowards. Okay? They defend Satan. Okay? They defend Satan because they live in fear. All right? If you live in fear, you will defend Satan. If you remove your fear, you will defend heaven. Okay? All right? What else is caused by that? Hate and corruption is caused by prejudice and hate. Okay? Where there's prejudice and hate, you have hate and corruption. Where there is hate and corruption, there's pain and suffering. Okay? What else? All the bad stuff we see going on around the world, okay, is caused from prejudice and hate. And prejudice and hate is created from what? Fear. So when we remove the fear, we will start fighting back prejudice and hate. If we remove the fear, we will restore love and freedom with the forces of love, and we will start putting souls back into heaven again. Okay? All right? That's pretty much what you're doing. Okay? This will create world peace. Okay? All right? Yeah, that will create world peace. Okay? See, Satan started a war against heaven a long time ago. And when this war started, fear was created. Okay? That's when fear was created. Okay? Now, how this fear created throughout the land was through civilization. Okay? Through civilization is how fear was created throughout the land. Fear and evil was created from civilization. Because as that spread throughout the land, so did fear and evil. And this is what keeps your souls out of heaven. Like socialism, communism, and dictatorships. Okay? Because what happened was, back before civilization, you were delivering your souls to heaven. Because you had to live in the wild. Okay? Back when you lived in the wild, okay? Because that's how an animal delivers its soul to heaven. It lives in the wild. Okay? An animal has to survive in the wild. Now, in order for an animal to survive in the wild, it believes in itself. It never, ever gives up to win. And that keeps its soul in heaven while it's alive. That's why an animal is unconditional love. Back when you were human animals, you were delivering your souls to heaven. Back when you were caveman, cavewoman, and Indians, things like that. Okay? Back before civilization, you were delivering your souls to heaven. Because you believed in yourselves and you never gave up to win, to survive in the wild. And that kept your souls in heaven. Okay? But now we're in civilization, and we need to put your souls back into heaven. In order to do this, we need to remove your fear. Okay? In order to do this, we got to remove your fear, because you're living amongst fear and evil. Now you're living amongst fear and evil. That's what's keeping your souls out of heaven. Okay? So, and this fear and evil travel throughout civilization, because what's in civilization is fear and evil. That's what's keeping your souls out of heaven. As long as you live in fear, you're going to defend Satan. If you remove your fear, you're going to defend heaven. Okay? All right? That's pretty much how that goes. Yeah. All right? What else? Now I'm gonna, what do you call it? I'm gonna explain to you how to deliver your souls to heaven, okay? I do everything off the cuff here. I don't have any scripts or anything. Everything comes off the top of my head, okay? That I know. I just know what I know because my soul's been in heaven for 10 years, okay? All right, my soul's been in heaven for 10 years. I am part of Jesus Christ, Love&Heaven, okay? All right? I'm actually going after Satan for Jesus Christ, Love&Heaven. That's how I know the truth about Satan. Satan is fear. Fear is Satan. Okay? You need to remove this. Okay? I went after Satan and I got to the truth. Okay? The forces of my love is increasing because I never give up to win against evil. Okay? Me and heaven never lose. See, Satan started a war against me and heaven a long time ago. Me and heaven never lose. Okay? And that is increasing the forces of my love and keeping my soul in heaven. Okay? All right? So, and I never give up to win, okay? I always believed in myself, okay? All right? So like I said, let's talk about delivering your souls to heaven now, okay? When you believe in yourself, this is what you're doing. You're removing your fear. Believing in yourself removes your fear, because that's what fear goes against. Fear goes against, let's talk about what fear does, okay? Fear goes against you believing in yourself. Fear goes against you believing in heaven, okay? That's what fear does. And as long as fear does that to you, it's going to keep your love weak. That's why you have to believe in yourself to remove your fear. Okay? All right? That's why you have to believe in yourself to remove your fear. And know that heaven is a beautiful, tranquil, pure love and freedom for your soul, because that's what heaven is. Right? Okay? All right? And never give up to win. Never giving up to win against evil makes your love unbreakable, okay? So now what we're doing is we're removing the fear and we're making your love unbreakable, okay? So this is where we have powerful, unbreakable love. Just like Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is powerful, unbreakable love. Evil couldn't break his love, okay? All right? You need to create powerful, unbreakable love. You need to be powerful, unbreakable love. Okay? And this delivers your soul to the truth as you remove your fear. Okay? Because as you're removing your fear, you're removing the corruption. Okay? You're removing the prejudice. Because when you remove your fear, you will stop prejudging and you will stop hating. That means you'll be removing your prejudice and your hate out of your love. Your love, if it's weak, it's got prejudice and hate in it, and it needs to be removed. In order to remove that, we need to remove the fear. Because the prejudice and hate is created from the fear. Okay? So as you're removing your fear, you'll start removing your prejudice and your hate. Okay? And what's going to happen is you start to learn the difference between good and bad, good and evil, automatically. You start to learn the difference between good and evil automatically because you're believing in yourself and you're never giving up to win against evil. And you're starting to learn the difference between good and evil. Okay? The good is the forces of love. Okay? The bad is prejudice and hate. That's what the bad is. The bad is prejudice and hate. And the good is the forces of love. The good is heaven, okay? That's what the good is. It's a pure love and freedom. You'll be defending pure love and freedom with the forces of love when you increase the forces of your love. Because that's what heaven is, okay? So you'll be defending pure love and freedom with the forces of love. You'll be building the forces of love. You're becoming part of the forces of love. Because you're delivering your soul to heaven correctly. Okay? When you deliver your soul to heaven correctly, this is what you're doing. You're defending your love, heaven, while delivering your soul to heaven. This protects your soul on the way to heaven. Okay? That's why we need to remove the fear. Okay? All right? Okay, what else? And don't fear God. Okay? Don't fear God. They got you fearing God. Don't fear God. Fearing God is not good. Don't fear God. We need to remove the fear. Don't fear God. God loves you. God prays for you. And God leads your soul to heaven. And if you get attacked by evil, Jesus Christ, love and heaven got your back. Okay? We got your back. All right? You can handle anything. When you remove your fear, you overcome anything. Anything. You'll even overcome mental illness and suicide if you remove your fear. That's what I did. I overcame mental illness and suicide when I removed my fear. That's how I delivered my soul to heaven. Okay? Right? When you remove, okay? And don't fear judgment. There is no judgment. There's no judgment in heaven. There's no judgment. Okay? You're the judge whether you want to remove your fear and deliver your soul to heaven. You're the judge. Okay? All right? And when you remove all your fear and you overcome everything, you start to become a non-sinner. You start to automatically become a non-sinner. You'll stop bowing and breaking to prejudice and hate. When you stop bowing and breaking to prejudice and hate is when you become a non-sinner. Okay? That means you overcome anything. Anything. When you remove your fear. You overcome anything. Even evil. You overcome evil. This way you become a non-sinner and your soul enters heaven. You will have no fear in you. Okay? Your fear will be gone. Okay? You will not fear death. Okay? You want to know why you're not going to fear death? Because you're going to know your soul's already in heaven. If you know your soul's already in heaven, that means you know you're going to win when you die. If you know you're going to win when you die, then you're not going to fear death. Okay? All right? Heaven is a beautiful, tranquil, pure love and freedom for your soul. That's where you want your soul to be, and that's where your soul should be. That's where your soul belongs. Okay? After you remove your fear. All right? You're not going to fear death. Okay? All right? Like I said, don't fear God, don't fear judgment. And when you remove all your fear, you're not going to fear death. And you will stop bowing and breaking to prejudice and hate. And you will only bow and break to Jesus Christ, love and heaven. I only bow and break to Jesus Christ, love and heaven. My soul's already in heaven. I win when I die. Okay? I only bow and break to Jesus Christ, love and heaven. I only bow and break to Jesus Christ, love and heaven. I do not bow and break to prejudice and hate. And that's what's keeping my soul in heaven. As long as I don't bow and break to prejudice and hate, my soul stays in heaven. Okay? This is how I delivered my soul to heaven. This is what I'm explaining to you. I followed Jesus Christ to heaven the correct way. Okay? I followed Jesus Christ to heaven the correct way. All right? I overcame the laws of prejudice. The laws of prejudice are I can't, I cannot, and that's impossible. Okay? Or you can't, you cannot, and that's impossible. You find that in prejudice. Okay? You need to overcome that. You find that in prejudice and hate. Okay? You need to overcome that. Anything of discouragement is found in prejudice and hate. We only encourage you. Okay? Yes, you can. Okay? Yes, you can. Okay? Do what they say can't be done. Okay? And deliver your soul to heaven. Do what they say can't be done. That's Satan telling you that you can't. When you're getting attacked by the laws of prejudice, that is Satan telling you that you can't. When you get attacked by prejudice and hate. When you say I can't, that's your own fear. That comes from your own fear. Because Satan is fear. Fear is Satan. That comes from your own fear. That's why you got to remove your fear. When you remove your fear, you overcome that too. You overcome the laws of prejudice. Okay? Things like I can't, I cannot, that's impossible. Don't listen to that stuff. Yes, you can. You have the potential to do anything you want. Okay? And the forces of your love is through your talents. Okay? All right? That's going through your talents. So whatever talents you may be good at, it doesn't matter what kind of talent it is. If you love what you do, then that's your talent. Okay? If you love what you're doing, whether it's, playing an instrument or something, that's cool. Never give up. You can do it. Okay? That's how I did it. I was playing bass guitar. I never gave up. Okay? I never gave up. And I overcame the laws of prejudice. and I delivered my soul to heaven. Okay? Had a lot of friction there at work. I got fired from my job for delivering my soul to heaven. We're going to talk about that later, okay? But I got fired from my job for delivering my soul to heaven. In the United States of America. It's pretty sad, huh? Yeah, that's what happened to me. I was attacked by its prejudice and hate, trolls and cowards for delivering my soul to heaven. Okay? My life is a war. I'm in the war for heaven. My life is a war. It's like I said, this is a war. This is not a religion. Okay? You remove your fear, your soul enters heaven. I explained to you how to do it. I just explained to you how to do it. When you believe in yourself, that removes your fear. When you never give up to win against evil, that makes your love unbreakable. And when you overcome the laws of prejudice, like I can't, I cannot, and that's impossible, that's discouragement. You overcome that when you remove your fear. Yes, you can deliver your soul to heaven. I know you can. Okay? All right? Remove your fear and deliver your soul to heaven. That's what these videos are about. I want you to conquer evil and win. I want you to win. Because when your soul enters heaven, you win. Okay? You win. Like I said, you know, you want to win when you die. In order to win when you die, you got to put your soul in heaven. And when you remove all your fear, you're going to put your soul back in heaven. That means you win. Never give up to win against evil, and that will keep your soul in heaven while you're alive. You in heaven never lose. That will keep your soul in heaven while you're alive. Okay? Because now your love is conquering evil, and you're defending love and freedom with the forces of love. Okay? All right? Okay. Now we're going to talk about causes and effects between the forces of love and prejudice and hate. Okay? All right? All right? When you deliver your soul to heaven, here's what you're doing. You're defending your love, heaven, while delivering your soul to heaven. This is going to increase the forces of your love because you're believing in yourself and you're never giving up the win. That's going to increase the forces of your love. You're making your love powerful and unbreakable, just like Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ was in the war for heaven. Okay? Yes, Jesus Christ was in the war for heaven. That's why he was attacked by its prejudice and hate, trolls and cowards. Okay? Jesus Christ was attacked by its prejudice and hate, trolls and cowards because he was in the war for heaven. Because its prejudice and hate, trolls and cowards live in fear. And they defend Satan. Okay? All right? So, what's going to happen is you're going to enter the war for heaven. Okay? I want you to never give up to win. Never give up to win. Okay? What's going to happen is you're going to increase the forces of your love. And you're going to hurt their prejudice. That's what you're going to do. All right? You're going to hurt their prejudice. The trolls and cowards. Them prejudice and hate, trolls and cowards are going to come at you. Because you're hurting their prejudice. Okay? Because when you increase the forces of your love, you're going to hurt prejudice. And they're going to come back at you with things like hate, ball breaking, chop breaking, the stab in the back, prejudice attack. They'll blame you for this. Everything is your fault. Forget about it. They'll probably ruin your reputation while they're at it. Them trolls and cowards. You understand? Them prejudice and hate, trolls and cowards. All right? I was surrounded by prejudice and hate, trolls and cowards. My life and career was totally destroyed because of that. Okay? My life and career was totally destroyed for delivering my soul to heaven. Because I increased the forces of my love. And I drove the prejudice and hate, trolls and cowards out of their minds. Okay? Bleaking minds. Okay? I drove them out of their minds. I drove them crazy when I delivered my soul to heaven. Okay? And they kept attacking me. Okay? So, that's what happened to me. And when you increase the force of your love, you're probably going to get attacked by this. You'll be attacked by hate, ball breaking, chop breaking, the stab in the back, prejudice attack. They're going to blame you for this, blame you for that. Everything's your fault. They're going to nail you with discouragement. Forget about it. It never ends. It never ends. You want to know why it never ends? Because you're in the war for heaven now. And you're delivering your soul to heaven. That's why it never ends. Drives them mad. Drives them mad when they can't break you. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to break you. Because see, that's what prejudice does. Prejudice breaks love. That's what prejudice does. Prejudice breaks love. And keeps it weak. In fear. That's what prejudice does. Okay? And when their prejudice can't break your love, you drive them mad. It drives them mad. Yeah. Okay? All right? Being that this is the causes and effect, we're talking about the causes and effect between the forces of love and prejudice and hate. Let's talk about mental illness and suicide a little bit, okay? Let's talk about that for a touch, okay? We'll throw that into this segment because I got some extra time here, okay? So what happens is with mental illness and suicide, what prejudice and hate causes is things like panic attacks, anxiety, stress, okay? What else? I think I'm missing something. They drove me into a deep depression. I was in a deep depression. I was in a depression for years. I was depressed and mentally ill for years. Years. Because of this. Because I was constantly attacked by its prejudice and hate trolls and cowards. Constantly. I was suffering from anxiety. I had panic attacks. I had paranoia. That's the one I missed. Paranoia. Forget about it. I went into a deep depression. I was always depressed. I was never happy. Never happy. And when I was happy, they attacked me. They made sure I'd never be happy again. You understand? They made sure I'd never be happy again. They wanted to write me up for being happy one day on a job. True story. They wanted to write me up for being happy on the job. Pretty sad when you gotta work for people like that. It's pretty sad. It never ended. The prejudice and hate never ended. I got more prejudice and hate stories than Jesus Christ. You understand? They drove me into panic attacks, anxiety, the stress, the paranoia, and a deep depression. The deep depression. That's when I was attacked by evil. When I went into a deep depression. What I said, we're going to talk about mental illness and suicide, right? Yeah. I went into a deep depression to where it hurt. Okay? To where it hurt and I was in pain. Okay? I was in a mental pain that never went away. You understand? That's what causes suicide. When a person gets attacked by evil, they're in the war for heaven. When a person gets attacked by evil, they're in the war for heaven. They don't know they're in the war for heaven, and they want to escape the pain. And what do? They give up. They give up. They give up and they commit suicide. That's what causes suicide. That's what causes mental illness and suicide. Prejudice and hate. I was attacked by this. Nobody cared about me. Nobody. Everybody ran to the hills. They ran to the hills when I was sitting there getting attacked by evil. You gotta stop running away from evil. And you gotta fight. That's what you gotta do. You gotta remove your fear. When you remove your fear, you overcome evil. And you can overcome suicide. Mental illness and suicide. Yeah. Because you're overcoming evil. When you overcome mental illness and suicide, you will overcome evil. Okay? When you remove your fear. All right? It wasn't easy for me. I lived a very hard life because of this. I've been in the war for heaven for over 45 years. I didn't have many happy moments in my life because of this. I was living day by day. After the last 10 years, I've been living day by day ever since I was attacked by evil. I've been just living day by day. I can't put my life back together no matter how hard I tried. Getting attacked by evil hurts. And it's hard. Now I'm a singer. I'm doing the best I can with that. We'll see what happens. Okay? But, let's say, somebody's attacking you with their ball breaking and their chop breaking, okay? And you know they hate you. And they're breaking you with their ball breaking and their chop breaking. You know what you tell them? Tell them to go pound sand. Go kick rocks. Go kick a can. Whatever. That's what you tell them. Don't back down. Don't break for them. You understand? All right? Tell them in a nice way. Hey, you tell them in a nice way. Don't remove your fear. Go follow Satan to the gates of hell. You don't remove your fear. That's what you tell them. Prejudice and hate, trolls and cowards defend Satan. Let's say somebody hates you and they're breaking your balls or your chops. You know what you tell them? You know what you tell them? They can take the prejudice and hate and stick it up their butt. Okay? And you can use the nasty word too. Your soul stays in heaven. You can use the nasty words. Because you're defending heaven. You're not going to break. Your soul's going to stay in heaven. You're not going to allow them to break you. Okay? Don't go kick rocks, go pound sand, whatever. I tell them to go F themselves. That's what I tell them. I tell those trolls and cowards to go F themselves. Yeah, I had a lot of moments there. Lots of them. I drove a troll completely out of his effing mind one day with the forces of my love. You understand? It was the most funniest sight I ever saw. I drove a troll completely out of his effing mind. Because I don't break for nobody. The only people I break for is Jesus Christ, love and heaven. I don't break for prejudice and hate. You understand? I'm a warrior. I don't take no crap. You understand? And that's how you gotta get. That's how you gotta be. Okay? You gotta get tough. You gotta get tough like a warrior. I want you tough. Okay? Because I want you to win. I want you to conquer evil and win. I'm telling you from my past experiences. My life wasn't easy. I got more prejudice and hate stories than Jesus Christ. To this day, I still get attacked. I got the text messages and everything if you want to see it. No, it never ends. It never ends. The prejudice and hate never ends. I'm in the war for heaven. The prejudice and hate never ends. I gotta isolate myself to stay away from it. You understand? I tried to do these videos as nice as I could, but I gotta tell you, man, you gotta get tough. Delivering your soul to heaven is not easy. All right? I want you to believe in yourself, and I never want you ever to give up. No matter what, no matter how hard your life gets, no matter how tough it gets, never give up to win against evil. Okay? Never give up. I never gave up. That's how I survived. I never gave up. I was at the bottom for a long time. Okay? And I'm still at the bottom. There's only one way for me to go, and that is up. I'm a singer now, and there's only one way to go, and that is up. I got fired from my job for delivering my soul to heaven. Okay? After 30 years of service, you'd think I would be able to keep my job in that industry. No. I was blacklisted, and my life was destroyed. My life and my family and everything was destroyed. It never ends. Satan started a war against me in heaven. Me and heaven don't lose. You understand? Me and heaven don't lose. Satan started a war against me and heaven. Me and heaven don't lose. Satan's not gonna win anymore. You understand? I was attacked by more prejudice and hate. Forget about it. It never ends. I'm still being attacked by it. It never ends. All I know is I'm going to win when I die. I'm going to get this message out for heaven, for Jesus Christ, love and heaven. We are going to start putting souls back into heaven again, and we are going to start increasing the forces of love. That's what we are going to do. And we are going to start defending heaven like warriors. That's what we are going to do. Okay? I love you. I pray for you, and I cheerlead your soul to heaven. Okay? And if you get attacked by evil, we got your back. Jesus Christ, love and heaven. Okay? We love you. We pray for you. Okay? And we cheerlead your soul to heaven. And if you get attacked by evil, we got your back. Jesus Christ, love and heaven. Okay? A good warrior never ever gives up to win against evil. Okay? A good warrior. All right? We kick the crap out of evil and we deliver our souls to heaven. That's what we do. Okay? Because that's what's keeping your soul out of heaven, is fear and evil. When you remove your fear, your soul enters heaven. And that's what's going to be the name of the video. Okay? All right? I'm sorry I got a little personal in this one, but, you know, I'd appreciate it if you like and subscribe. Okay? Please like and subscribe. And watch more of my videos. More than happy to share you everything there is to know about the war for heaven. Because that's what this is. This is the war for heaven. The war for heaven is putting souls back into heaven and fighting back prejudice and hate. That's the war for heaven. Okay? Because when you win, heaven wins. You know that, right? When you win, heaven wins. When you conquer evil and win, heaven wins. When you conquer evil and win, heaven wins. That's why I want you to always believe in yourself and never ever give up to win against evil. Okay? And follow Jesus Christ to heaven the correct way. Okay? Jesus Christ is powerful, unbreakable love. That's what I'm showing you how to achieve here. Powerful, unbreakable love that goes against evil. Okay? Because when you conquer evil and win, heaven wins. Okay? You automatically become a non-sinner when you do this. Automatically you become a non-sinner and your soul enters heaven. If you stop bowing and breaking to prejudice and hate. And you only bow and break to Jesus Christ, love and heaven. Okay? All right? Until next week, we love you. Jesus Christ, love and heaven. Okay? We love you. We pray for you. We cheerlead your soul to heaven. And if you get attacked by evil, we got your back. Please like and subscribe to this video. I would appreciate it. Love you. Bye.